What can I say? But it's time for polka, ladies and gentlemen. What an unbelievable song, and what an unbelievable day of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the midst of Secret Slayer's meta, we have a ton of really cool stuff in the top 8. 3 Lich, 1 Adamancipator, surprising no one, but we've also got 2 Generator, 1 Invoked Mech Knight playing World Legacy Scars, and most importantly, Mystic Mine. Now, you were very vocal that you wanted to watch Mystic Mine. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I don't understand. Don't know why, but I queued it up for you, and you're gonna get to watch this. I'm gonna let them know that I'm ready. I'm also going to cut off predictions for the Quarantine Series Top Cut challenge, which you can find by going to challenge.com/PissGangEternal and checking out who is where. I'm going to start the tournament, and I'm going to let them know to get started. And we will be to your first top 8 match momentarily, as soon as I write in their names. Jeff Leonard back on his old stuff. Depressionist making a fantastic showing with this Eldlich deck. Here they are now. So we watched Jeff literally at the very start of today. Hours ago. It feels like a world away. And it was, given the the Sky Striker mirrors. Oh, and it looks like we've already got our first result. Rycape has picked up over Dunkoro. Who could have expected that besides those who were paying attention? Looks like a big think from both of these players. Set 1. Brain hack over limit. Yes, to those of you just joining us now, Dunkoro, one of the 2 generator pilots, unfortunately had to drop immediately. Had a real-life catastrophe called sleeping show up. Folks, if you can avoid sleeping, I would. Alright, and that's going to be the first turn. Pretty hard to tell who's doing what here. Setting 2 cards is viable versus both individuals, and tuning lets us know that Jeff did win the die roll, but unfortunately was not able to assemble the lethal Mystic Mine combo. Alright, so we're going to normal summon a copy of Jet Synchron. And I think we're going to see the extent of the Eldlich combo here. Going into Linkaribo. Chad is absolutely correct. This might look very bad, but there's a lot of scenarios in which this ends up very well for Jeff. Those 2 set cards could be anything. And Jeff's got a lot of individual cards that end the game right here. A second tuning is not fantastic after you've already used your normal summon. Alright, another Jet Synchron in hand. Let's see what the mill is. Eldlich the mill! Oh, must be nice! It must be nice to have Eldlich in your grave. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get that Eldlich to hand by popping a Hakero. That's going to be special summoned. And now things are going to get just a little bit crusty. So, unfortunately, while the Eldlich hand effect to destroy a card on the field is an activated effect and will not activate under Mystic Mine, The Eldlich spells and traps, that is Conquistador specifically, are not monster effects, and as a result they will. Shouts out to the individuals on the predictions graph putting Dunkoro in finals. I don't know what you were expecting. The other matches we're not seeing are Eldlich versus Generator and Eldlich versus Adamancipator. The Aider lists. Alright, O-Lion summoned to the field, and oof, if I was Jeff and I had something like a Metaverse or a Demise of the Land, I think I would have used it by now. But, of course, that's why Jeff is the GOAT and I am the Scroat. Here's how Dunko can still win. Alright, we're going to activate Unicorn here. Or maybe we're just going to make Unicorn. We could just be going for an access code talker play to blow up these cards. Alright, going for this O-Lion effect in the graveyard. There's a Mecha Phantom Beast token. I am confused. The Solemn Judgment coming in hot. Does that actually just end the combo? Wow, that's... that's impressive. With one Solemn Judgment, Jeff was able to make it to his second turn with a cool 500 life points. Wow. Really looked like an access code setup that just went wrong there. Okay, so main phase 2, I expect we're going to set a couple of cards. We've got Haketo and I think Conquistador as well. Nope, just Haketo to activate in the end phase. We have a black that we haven't activated. Oh, we are going for this copy of Nightmare Phoenix, discarding the Jet Synchron that we added off the additional copy of Tuning. Let's see what that was. It was a Field Barrier. So making access code wouldn't have done much anyway. Alright, we're going to activate the Black Elixir to get a Conquistador, setting that Conquistador with no Eldlich on our side of the field. Jeff, let's see the Ash Blossom. Alright, we're going to activate Haketo at end step. That's going to get a Scarlet Sanguine. I'm sure you've all seen this before. Alright, Jeff, what you got? It's got to be something fantastic. Landing Mine is important. And Eldlich coming out as early as possible. I don't know if I like that. That leaves you open really badly to evenly match specifically. I don't know if Jeff's on it in the main, but very punishing if so. This is one of the very few matchups in which I would be comfortable activating Sanguine and something like Conquistador in the same chain. Prohibition here, I think likely calling Conquistador. If you have Conk, you might have to shotgun it here, and if you do, you might get Mystic Mind. This is rough. Chat asking, this is a top 8 match. Yeah. Jeff has made it into top 8. Squeaked by with a 6-1 record. The last Quarantine series he played in as well, he went 2-4. Who is letting Jeff win? 6 people. I don't think anyone's letting Jeff win. Jeff claws these wins from the jaws of defeat. Ooh, and if there's been a name, Sonic Duck? Was that Jeff? Jeff calling Sonic Duck, and then conceding. That's pretty powerful. I guess that makes sense. Like, you do want to prepare for, I don't know, the 2016 Duel Links metagame. What I love about Jeff is even if he bricks 2 games in a row, it's entertaining. Scrambled egg, Eldlich win. Oh, please. Let's see if we can check in on any of these others. Looks like nothing else is finished. Big shocker there. All right, a pot of extravagance for what I expect is Jeff, but could very easily be Eldlich as well. Yeah, well, I don't think Eldlich is playing Duality. Ooh, Wabi is a rough card to find off of Duality. You really want a Wabi in your hand for your opponent's field. That way they aren't able to do something like activate the hand effect of Eldlich, even under like a field barriered Mystic Mine. But if you've Duality, you can't special summon it, of course. None of those cards looked insane. Maybe you take Left Arm, considering what the rest of your hand looks like, but I'm not exactly sure. If you're confident you can win, you could take Left Arm, set a whole bunch of cards, and then pass, going for the field barrier. Hope he already has mine access. If that's the case, it is going to be difficult to get rid of the field barrier to mine, though not impossible. Skuld's Oracle. Now that's something. At the very least, you get to sculpt 1 card out of your opponent's deck and their 6-card hand. It's rough because if you play Mystic Mine here with Field Barrier and then your opponent has an Eldlich, they can Eldlich the Field Barrier, set traps, and pass, and then you lose. It is a rough position, for sure. Set another one. Ooh, Jeff in what looks to be a very bad situation here. And a pass. Oh no, did this individual go 6-1 just to punk out in top 8? God, I hope not. Wow, I certainly hope he has more left in him. Alright, the Eldlich effect, as expected, gonna probably pop one of the unknown sets. It was Solemn Judgment. Okay, that's a really strong one, obviously. What's next? Magician's Souls. Wow. All right, we're going to summon the Magician's Souls and then activate the effect. I expect that's got to be exactly Demise of the Land. Let's go. Ash Blossom or bust. And Mystic Mine has made it on board, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Okay, I mean, yes, he's landed Mystic Mine. From this position, you do have to be very careful. You don't have complete knowledge that your opponent has a Conquistador, but it's very possible they do. And if they do, boy, are you in for it. All right, so we're going to go for Scarlet Sanguine as fast as possible. You can't Ash Demise? Why not? Oh my gosh, it just straight up activates it. All right. Duality number 2. Another mine. Solomon. Ooh, Left Arm. Oh, Left Arm is kind of choice here. Oh, certainly depends. Yeah, going for the Left Arm. I don't know how much you can respect Conquistador. Like, if they have it, they have it. But if they don't, you're just so ahead. Oh, with the Prohibition! Oh my gosh, he has it already. And I expect this is going to be a Conch call and not a Sonic Duck. Yeah, Conquistador of the Golden Land, the call under Prohibition. The Conquistador Chain. Oh, that's rough. But what do you pop? You kind of have to pop Prohibition, don't you? Oh my gosh, there's no good pop. If you pop Mystic Mine, Conk is off, and then they get to go left arm into another Mystic Mine. If you pop Prohibition, they get to go left arm into another Prohibition. Oh, wow, there's really not a good one. Going for another Prohibition here. Yeah, and... wow, using Prohibition. I expect calling Conquistador again. Yep. And now you can just start scalding your opponent out of the game. Whoa, double Pot of Duality. What a start at a Jeff. And what do you do if you're Depressionist? Giant Skyhawk. Now we need to see final countdown. Well, we have a way. And to pass here, a Haketo at end step. Hawk is more bodies on board. I don't know if that's any good. Thankfully, you can still fire his effect under Mystic Mine, as it's not an effect monster. It's a normal monster. That effect is part of the trap resolution. Jeff truly out here. What did he call with the second Prohibition? Same as the first one, baby. Conquistador of the Golden Land. Yeah, I'm trying to envision what you could possibly do from this position. You can go Eldlich, but there's nothing necessarily good. Barricadeborg Blocker is a way to get less monsters on the field, but your opponent is never going to have one. You know, it takes a lot, I gotta say. It takes a lot to play Mystic Mine in a format with Gearsu, Eldlich. I mean, it takes a lot. Yeah, worth noting, Jeff is very much not out of this. You know, it is a boarded game. And in boarded games, Mystic Mine has a really hard time picking it up. Its opponent is able to board out of all this monster removal and into stuff like Cosmic Cyclones. Eldlich doesn't have nearly as many options in terms of boards. You know, it's got a bunch of cards it must play. And it's already playing cards that pop spells, so it wouldn't necessarily board stuff like Cosmic Cyclone in, but it is still a distinct possibility and something Jeff has to be on the lookout for. At the very minimum, I would expect to see Lightning Storm in Depressionist's deck, but I have no idea how they ever think they're going to be able to access it. And this is rough. Using something like Eldlich or Scarlet Sanguine on your own turn means that the draw you have is going to be 100% sculpted by Jeff. Not really a problem here because we've got a couple of Golden Land cards to activate at end step. I would consider activating only one of them in order to keep myself out of Skuldland. All right, there's another Scarlet Sanguine. Yeah, and like the evenly matched, the Lightning Storms, just doing nothing from this position. You know, you've already got some monsters set up is the problem. That's the difference with like the Demise of the Land opens versus the other ones. Like, a lot of the time, your Mystic Mine opens are just Mystic Mine and Field Barrier, and of course that loses to those cards. Whereas your opens with Mystic Mine and Silent Wobby, or your opens with Demise of the Land, they don't. Jeff is up a couple of cards and could deck it out if they so desire. One set card, and this is the part of the game where you got to start thinking about how many Solemn Judgments Jeff likely has. You know, yes, he has to watch out for Cosmic Cyclone. He's on 3 Dark Bribe, 3 Judgment, and you can bet they're all in there out of the board. So you are going to have to find your 3 pieces of removal before Jeff finds his 6 traps that stop you. Now, the slight complication here is that there is a Solemn on the side of the field of the Eldlich player as well, in the form of Golden Land Forever. But That's 4 and 6 instead of 3 and 6. Mambo saying if you hard hold the forever until you see the countdown, it's tough. How? Well, he's already down on cards is the problem. The prohib, once again, chat, is on Conquistador of the Golden Land. Good luck drawing your spell and trap removal with Goddess Skulls on the field, says chat. Well, one reason that Eldlich is massively favored in this matchup is it has the ability to proc one of the Golden Land spells every turn and prevent you from ever having to deal with the Goddess Skulls lock. It was probably the play to make Phoenix pointing to Unicorn so he can draw 2 cards per turn. You deck out faster. I suppose it's better if you're trying to, like, draw Cosmic. You also find Cosmics faster? Yeah, I imagine they must be on Cosmic. You know, there'd be no reason to stay in this game otherwise. Takai saying all Depressionist needs to do is keep a forever set every turn installed. They're down on cards. Jeff will deck them. You know, if this is like Dark Bribe Judgment, there's really no out. They'd have to draw double Cosmic. Link away your board and solemn your own summon. Okay, here comes the Cosmic off the top. That is pretty good. And it's just shy of lethal on board. Jeff thinking. In the tank here. Yeah, I mean, oh, Cursed Seal is so strong. And that'll feed the Golden Land forever, of course. Do we have a Solemn Judgment set? Oh, we do. Oh, no. And Jeff has lost his Mystic Mine and likely the game. Never mind, they've got a Metaverse. Ash Blossom? Nope, no Ash Blossom. We still in it. We still in it. Oh, God. Well, executed that perfectly. Unfortunately, wasn't able to Curse Seal the Cosmic Cyclone. Obviously, would have preferred for that to happen. If Curse Seal could hit traps as well, there was a way to sequence it where you let the Cosmic resolve or you try to negate the Golden Land forever or something. But, oh, wow, they're on Ashes too. They just didn't have one. Oh, miserable. All right, gonna Oracle again, and we are rapidly running out of ways to prevent the Oracle lock. I think we've got Conch, Scarlet Sanguine. That's it. Another set card, and this is the rough part. When you're playing against Jeff and you see a set card, there's really only 2 things that it can be. You know, it's either another way to get to Mystic Mine or it's an Omni Negate. And both of those spell like immediate death for you. Does Jeff play Card of Demise? He does not. Why would you play Card of Demise? I don't know. Maybe he does. I guess I could check. What's the worst card in this deck? Oh wow, there's some really bad ones. Oh, there's some really bad ones. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to reveal any of this. Another draw for Jeff and another turn closer to trying to find Final Countdown or something. A card in hand seems to telegraph one thing and one thing only. I think we should maybe move on to game 3. Depends on how confident Depressionist is feeling, but oof. Yeah, Chad is absolutely right about what that set card probably is. Oh no, Curse Seal banished by Kaketo. Are we going to have a Mystic Mind profile after he wins the tournament? Hey, I would love to. If Jeff wins, I will personally buy and then destroy every copy of Mystic Mind on TCG Player. Borreload Savage Dragon, that's a cool card. Unfortunately, it is a vanilla. All right, a Pot of Extravagance off the top and must be nice. Gosh. No one draws like Jeff draws. Oracling once again. It still doesn't really matter. I think we're almost out, though. There's a Haketo and a Conquistador still. Depends on how many Eldlichers we're on. We're out of reds, but I think we have a white and a couple of blacks left. We are playing blacks because this is, I think, this is like an older build. A lot of the combo ones have just cut black entirely. Oh, wow. And there's game 2. In the books, not willing to sit it out. And Jeff Leonard is 1 game away from top 4. I cannot believe this. Oh, wow. I hope. I hope against hope. Chat, let's see some solidarity for Jeff. I know some of you are Farfa subs. Fire that sucker off. I'm seeing some chat love for Depressionist as well. Never would expect to have seen an Eldlich player getting cheered on, but mine happens to do that to people. Jeff gang. Metaverse to 3, please. No. Let's not do that, by the way. That would be a miserable mistake. I have been encouraged to get rank 1 DB with Mystic Mind now. Good luck. What round is this? This is top 8. Let's see if we have any. Oh, no. Ooh, I have terrible news. Oh, chat, you are not going to like this. The other matches have concluded. The Adamancipator player lost. And the Generator player lost. Jeff is the only hope to prevent the semi-final Eldlich closeout. Oh no, never mind. Rycape is still in. I like chat. I don't care. All right, let's fire off the Planet Pathfinder here. Jeff is going first. This bodes well. I'll donate $20 if you rig it so Eldlich isn't in finals. I think that is actually impossible from this position. It isn't. Jeff and Rycape are on opposite sides of the bracket. We could prevent any Eldlich in finals. Double Prohibition, Mine, Field Barrier, Solemn is the hand. That is actually not the best hand. Silent Wabi would be better than Field Barrier there, probably. What are the other decks in top 8? The remaining decks are Eldlich, Mekk-Knight with a smattering of scars, and whoever wins this one. Uh-oh. Oh no, is it the old set 2 pass? Oh no. For what it's worth, this top 8 is just miserable for Jeff. Eldlich is far and away his worst matchup. Alright, Eldlich effect here. We're going to try and start popping those spells and traps. Demise the set spell. Oh, miserable. Well, if that last one is a bluff, we are one tuning away. Going to activate the graveyard effect of Scarlet Sanguine sent off of the Eldlich hand activation. And likely we'll be destroying that Hakero to bring this Eldlich back to the field. Normaling Magician Souls. Well, that probably tells you all you need to know about the hand. And what might be in it. Firing Magician Souls here, getting rid of a black and a Hakero. Playing around the second demise, love it. Alright, we're going to fire off Cursed Outland, drawn off the top. Must be nice. And it's a Solemn Judgment. Whoa, Jeff, that is extremely risky. Alright, let's activate, like, Black Eldlich here. Set a Conquistador. You can activate the graveyard effect of Eldlich. And we have used our normal, so I don't know if we're going to be able to push for lethal. But we can put him down to 200, which is pretty good. Turning off Final Countdown, of course, is nice. Jeff Leonard says, I drew it. Oh no, this is Depressionist. Yes, as expected, there's the Apprentice Illusion in the opener, which unfortunately for Jeff is lethal. The Apprentice Illusion, we thought it was a brick, but it was actually the most important card of all time, allowing a lethal push through a Solemn Judgment, and oh wow, that is gonna be it. Jeff Leonard, the absolute boy, unfortunately eliminated from this top 8 after a 6-0 run. Oh, chat. Let me here, hold up. Let me see if I can get this on here. There we go. I am so sorry, Jeff. No. Tell the Eldlich player to surrender. I will not. All right. Well, sorry, chat, but that's going to be it for Jeff's hopes and dreams. A 2-1 finish in the top 8. This is not wholesome Reddit Big Chungus 100.